Hey girlies, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl CIERAMICHELLE, and in today's video I want to talk about things I wish I knew before my 20s. Like, had I known, I probably would be in a way better predicament. So jumping straight into the video, I feel like I'm 30. I turned 30 October 15th, and now I feel like it's so much that I wish my younger self would have known that I literally was slept on. I slept on. So let's jump into the first topic. What I wish my younger self would have known starting off was friendships. I used to be like, I want a couple friends that I can go out with, that I can travel with, that I can confide in and stuff like that. I'm telling y'all right now, I have zero friends. Zero. Literally the only real friend I consider myself to have is my sister and my mom. I don't want no friends. I don't need no friends. No new friends. No new friends. Because my thing is, people don't, you got to know my heart. You got to know my intentions. I don't like weird stuff. I don't like slow people. I don't like, it's just I be so ticky-fied. Like, I can't confide. If I can't confide in you, if I can't feel like you're pouring into me and I'm pouring into you, that's a dead friendship. What am I getting from it? What are you getting from it? Are you inspired? Are you elevating in your life? Am I elevating in my life? Are we not? If we at the same point in my life, I don't even want to be at the same point in my life with somebody. I need something I can look up to. I don't want to be the brightest person in the room. I don't want to be the only person going after their dreams and goals in the room. I don't want to be the only one that's like trying to achieve more in life. We got to be collectively doing something. And then a lot of the times, even with friends, they be, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little fake. When I'm not your real friend, I'm fake. I'm talking about you, I'm laughing at you, because I don't really consider a lot of people friends. So it's like, I know you ain't no real friend to me because you telling me somebody was talking about me behind my back, but why did they feel comfortable to talk about me around you if you're my friend? Oh, okay. Like, that tells me everything. So when people tell me like little things, I pick up on. And I'll go back to being in the military. The military was when I say the military taught me so much about friends, about work relationships, and how you cannot think that people that you work with are your friends, or like getting the lines blurred, because literally they took me through it. They took me through it. When I say I learned from that. I don't got no work friends. Yeah, we work friends, but no. And what I'm really learning with my 30-year-old self, I'm learning to try to keep something to yourself. The more I open up to people, I be regretting it, because it be like, you was never somebody I should have been talking to nothing about, because just no. Also, I feel like this, in the same token, like with me having a giving heart, forgiving heart and stuff like that, sometimes it'd be like, okay, she didn't do nothing to you, so why not still be friends with somebody you knew from high school? A lot of the times I feel like when I ever try to go back in time and rekindle things with people, it just always blows up in my face. Or either like, I feel like a lot of times people don't be getting what I'm putting down. And with me, when I was battling my depression and stuff, I didn't have nobody giving me necessarily that sympathy. Like, I didn't have nobody necessarily giving me that sympathy. Like, yeah, girl, I know you going through it, but you don't want to come out Friday? You don't want to come out? Like, if I can't go to work, how do you think I'm gonna go out to the club with you? And you know, I'm a homebody. I don't even like going out to the club. So like, the friendships wasn't friendshipping for me. That's not the type of friend I want. That's not the type of friend I need. It's like, no. So slowly withdrawing myself from people has saved me a lot of money and a lot of headache. When I tell y'all, I don't mess around. I be in the house. I be up under my man, and I be minding my business that pays me, okay? When I was single, I used to always be like, oh my God, I can't wait till I get married. Like, when you're young, you think that's your happy ever after. You think that's the fairy tale, but it ain't. Like, realistically, I still have to go to work. I still have to make sure we're living at a certain level to where we're not just surviving. Oh, we probably could depend on your income, but Are we surviving or are we thriving? Can we make 6 figures or you want to make 5? Like, what is you trying to have your household income look like? But also, it's just like, my marriage ain't my end all be all. I have aspirations outside of my marriage. I feel like a lot of the old school women, they would be like, your husband come before everything. You are to submit to him. You are to forget your hopes and your dreams. Forget what you like. Forget what you're passionate about. What about your man, your husband? Your husband, your husband, your husband. And I think that is necessary, and some of those traits need to be taught, because I wasn't taught how to be a wife or how to, you know, navigate certain things. Okay, I'm married, and what else is it to you? My marriage is not my personality. It's not my persona. It's not who I am. I'm not this. I am this man's wife, but I'm more to that. I got more layers to me. I'm like, I don't know. I used to really be so passionate about watching like couple content and watching these Q&As and stuff like that. And I used to be so enamored with the idea of being married and being a wife and thinking that that would heal so many things. And the funny part is, it's like, it's good. It feels different, but it doesn't stop nothing. It don't stop what I want to do in my life. I'm proud, I'm happy, but I also have a legacy I want to pass down to my children. And this is just from me. Like, I don't want to just be consumed by that, and I'm not. So that's something I would tell myself is like, girl, while you're young, while you're single, live life for you. Don't be chasing no man, and don't be chasing an idea of a marriage. Like, make it all about you. Tackle everything you want to tackle. If that's a dream you want to pursue, if that's going to college, tackle all that thing. That then, especially in my 20s, I could have probably been a doctor right now, but I was so distracted by life, distracted by men. Really, I can't even say men, because I married the man I was distracted by. But I was distracted by so much more instead of putting myself first. And that's something I would tell myself is, put yourself first. Don't put your trust in nobody. Don't put nobody else first, because they're not going to put you first. Don't put nobody else's opinions and feelings before your own. Don't put too much into what somebody else might feel about you, or their, like, I would tell myself, don't care about other people's opinions, because their opinions are nothing. The people that you think is going to judge you, the people you think is going to criticize you or laugh at you, either they're already doing it, or like, who cares? I have very little care for a lot of things. I have very little care for a lot of things. I really don't care. You could be sitting around talking about me, talking about what you think I am, who you think I was. I have no, in my heart of hearts, I have no need, no feeling to correct you. I have no, whatever you feel, go with that. I hurt you, go with that. I did you wrong, go with that. I don't care to correct it. I don't care to negate it. That's how you feel, stick with it and get out my face. Like, I'm all about peace. I'm all about peace. And if to know me is to love me and to know my heart. And I don't mean no ill. I come in peace, okay? We talk about marriage, we talk about friends. Let's talk about family, child. When I was in my 20s, I would check on aunties and uncles. I would reach out and randomly FaceTime somebody like, hey, I don't want nothing, just checking on you, seeing how you doing. I love you, I miss you, I hope you're doing okay. I stopped doing that, and since then, I have not heard from them peoples. I have not received a call or text from them peoples. So stop putting other people before you. Stop, for me, stop playing in your own face. They don't care about you. They're not reaching out to you. They're not seeing how you're doing. They could be gossiping about you, assuming something about you. I don't care. Like, give me my peace and give me my space. When I feel like, for me personally, I come from a very dysfunctional background. And a lot of the time, even with people who I felt like I could look up to, it was too much holier than thou, as well as I'm in church and I'm like too much judgmental. So I have a fractured family relationship, but I will say, like, looking back at it, the family that I do have and that I do love on them, and literally just Go with that. Your mama, your sister, go with that. Don't be trying to reach out to this cousin, this auntie, this. Stop it. Stop it. Because if people really want to be in your life, they will be in your life. And if people really love you, they'll show you they love you. Actions speak louder than words. And I'll just say that I'll just say, okay, let me give you an example. When somebody in my family lost a child, I went to her job with flowers. I randomly would try to call her, or I randomly would try to see one of my cousins. When something like that happened to my family, I didn't get none of that. And I'm sure my sister didn't get none of that. And I'm sure like it wasn't, my family don't look out for each other. So that's something I learned in my 20s, but it's something that I will remember. Is like, okay, I have a fractured family relationship, but that doesn't define who I am and how I move. I'm going to love on my immediate circle, but I'm not going to go out there and do too much. I'm not going to hurt my own feelings by doing nice grand gestures for people to never get it in return. I'm not going to hurt my own feelings by reaching out to you and you never reach out to me, not even once. So all that reaching out to people, all that checking on people, all that, hey, I wonder what they're doing for the holidays. I don't do that no more. My holidays, we're going to spend it over here. We're going to spend it with your family, or we're going to make some shake. I'm not reaching out to a bunch of people to see what's going on, because I could care less. Literally, I could care less about so much. And then let's talk about finances. In my 20s, I made a lot of money, and I blew through a lot of money, man. I blew through some money. Let's not get into the pandemic money. Bro, I done blew through some money. But I will say, like, as easy as you get it, as easy as you can lose it. What I will say, the economy we have is so messed up. But a lot of the people I know sleep on having a 9-to-5. It's people on social media, or it's these like popping people on social media or influencers. A lot of them are begging for gifts and galaxies. They are begging you to buy their ebooks, telling you how they got rich and how you can buy their course and you can get rich. It's given pyramid scheme. It's given Ponzi scheme. A lot of people, you'll see people jump from this niche to this niche to this niche trying to get money, instead of trying to, honestly, I'm gonna just say, nothing hurts working a 9-to-5. From me being in the military to me having a government job currently, nothing hurts working a 9-to-5. Nothing hurts like securing your 401k. Nothing hurts securing your TSP. Like, when all else fails, you're gonna get that check every 2 weeks. My only caveat would be, I wish I would have started career building instead of just, let me get this good job and I'm gonna stay at this good job and see what positions I can get within this organization. I wish from a jit I could start career building, rather whatever field I wanted to be in, start building a career around it and having options within that career that I love and that could also generate a lot of money. That's the only thing I'm currently working on, is career building, not only on social media but like in my personal like education. Okay, career building. Also with that career, like, I think that 9-to-5 is important, and if you can find a government job, that's even better. Kudos to you, because typically those jobs are going to be here no matter what. Depending on what government agency you're in, that job is going to be like here no matter what. You're going to get that check every 2 weeks, okay? But also, you can't get hung up at a job, because a lot of the times we get so hung up at a job, or especially in my early 20s, I would be working so many hours. I'll be doing doubles. I'll get off work at 6 a.m., be at this job at 7 a.m. and be like, go, trying to make some money. But literally, I remember getting fired from one of my security jobs, and for what they were trying to fire me for, I did not do. They were like trying to say I didn't do my rounds or something, and I did my rounds, or like something off topic happened, like off our site happened, and I didn't report it. Like, why would I report that? I wasn't trained to report anything that happened next door. It's not on our property. But anyways, I said that to say, like, you can't give these companies your all. without looking out for yourself. Do a good job, do the best job. I feel like even Judge Judy gave me inspiration in this sense, because I didn't necessarily have that guidance. But you can't expect a raise, or you can't expect promotions. You can't expect all this money and be giving a terrible, like you're doing a terrible job. You're late to work every day. When you get to work, you're not trying to do nothing, but you're mad because you're making minimum wage, and you're mad because, like, no, you get out of life what you put into life. Get to work on time, at least. When you're at work, do your job. Don't be having to be told, like, hey, come on, I need you to, like, you know. And if not, don't be mad at the outcome you get from it. But also, like, man, that losing my job out the blue like that really shook me and woke me up to, okay, you can't put your all into these jobs. Like, work on your career, have multiple options, but also, like, be so good at what you're doing that you're a vital, necessary person in wherever you go. So that's what I try to find something about a job that I like, and I try to be really, really good at it. So that's just me. That's my tidbit. I'll say, like, when it comes to achieving your dreams, one thing I would tell myself is don't stop trying to achieve your dreams. You got to do harder things to get an outcome. And I feel like when people already have the talent, they already have the money, they already have the backing behind. So the best you can do is be consistent and go harder and go harder and go harder and don't stop. And I feel like that makes a really big echo. That, like, is what can help you stand out in the crowd. It's like, okay, this person did 800 videos versus somebody that only did 3 videos, and you're still waiting on the 4th video. Like, I'm gonna go with the person that uploads 800 videos because they're consistent. I like that. You know, like, your consistency and your thriving effort towards your dreams is what's gonna help you, like, blow up, glow up, get where you want to be in life. Even when I think of Cardi B, how she just kept putting out EPs, Bodak Yellow. That girl was putting out some music before it started to pop. And it was very consistent, very consistent. And I feel like her consistency is what helped her grow. Her consistency is what helped her grow, along with being in a relationship with Offset. But her consistency spoke more than her talent. I ain't gonna say she's talentless, because I love Cardi B, I love Nicki, I am a Barb, I'm gonna always be a Barb, I'm gonna always be biased, but Cardi B's work ethic is what helps her career thrive. And argue with your mama, don't argue with me. I'll just say your environment can hurt or break you. It can make or break you. I'm somebody that comes from the hood. I can't live in the hood today. The type of car I have, it garners too much attention. Driving a Tesla in the hood, like, no. I don't need people looking in my car, looking at me, or seeing what they can get out of me if I'm an easy lick, anything weird like that. I don't need that attention. But I will say, like, I can't wake up and see trash. I can't wake up and see hoodlums, or see buffoonery, or see people fighting, or people drunk, or I can't wake up and see a bunch of beer cans in your front yard. I can't wake up and there's music blasting and y'all shake on it. Like, I don't want to see all that. Like, this is what got me into living in a luxury apartment. I want to see the city. I want to see y'all in y'all business suits. I want to see y'all in y'all scrubs coming from working in the surgery room. Like, I want to see something inspiring. I want to be inspired when I wake up. I want to go and see these floor to ceiling windows. I don't want to see the BS. I really don't. And for me, it's all about changing my environment. Since I've been grown, I have never lived in, my first apartment was a little hoodish. After that, I never lived in a hood. Like, bro, that apartment was big for what it was, but it just wasn't the vibe. I couldn't wake up and not see nobody on the porch. You're on the porch before the birds are on the porch. Like, no ma'am, no sir. I can't do it. My environment is everything to me. When I see nice things, I'm more apt to wanting to work to keep those nice things. That's just me. And it could be a bad way of thinking, but when I see something nice, I want to keep it nice. I want to, okay, I spend this much on rent, I gotta be making triple that. I gotta be making 4 times that. It keeps me on my toes, I feel like, versus I'm living in the hood and I have nothing to look forward to. I grew up in the hood. I don't want to live in the hood. I don't want to see this because it's uninspiring. It's literally yuck. Yuck. Next, I'll just say, like, let your no be no and create boundaries. Like, people who break your boundaries don't love you, don't like you, and mean no good for you. I don't care if that's your significant other, your friend, your work associate. People who constantly break your boundaries after you lay the law down mean you no good, and you need to get away from them. Get far away from them. People who break your boundaries, people who are yelling at you, cussing you out, I don't got time for that. I don't do that to you. You're not gonna do it to me. People who talk down to me, we're not friends. You making a bad joke about me in a joking way, I don't play those games. I've been there, I've done that. Don't want to do it again. Literally, I'm not for that. I'm not for that at all. Like, I make my boundaries and I make it pretty clear. Like, hey, I don't like no negativity. You got something weird to say about me in a joking way. Don't be mad when I start distancing myself from you. And I also feel like I'm at a point where when it happens that first time, I want to say something. I don't want to wait to that second or third time because now I got build up energy. Now you going to do one little thing and I'm going to explode on you. And I don't want to do that. So when you disrespect me that first time, I want to have it with you and tell you, hey, I don't appreciate this. And da 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 da. Like, that's being a grown woman, because I'm not going to put my feelings on a back burner while you're disrespecting me, while you're just walking around freely saying and doing what you want. And I feel some type of way? No. So I'm not perfect or anything, and I definitely have not became all the way the lady I am trying to become. But these are some things I would tell my 20-year-old self. It's like, girl, make your line in the sand and stand on it. For real. And anybody who don't like it, kick rocks. But this is just a few things I had to say as far as leveling up and becoming her. Like, we got this. Girly things, girl la la, in the words of my sister, girl la la. But it's all about higher vibrations for me. It's all about being better, looking better, sounding better, appearing better. Literally. And if you can't do that, if you're not willing to do that, we probably don't need to talk. I'm not for none of the high school stuff. I'm not for none of the low vibrational things. I'm literally looking to become better. I'm looking to gain knowledge. I'm looking to establish a routine, establish a fitness routine, establish maybe a reading routine. I'm not into the dumb stuff. I'm not into going out popping bottles. I'm not into the dumb stuff. I really am down to business. I am down to business. And anything that doesn't align with that, I have no issue not being a part of it, literally. As always, y'all, I want y'all to stay dope, stay beautiful, and stay uplifted. I'll see y'all in my next video. I love you so much.